UrbanLife.tv, UrbanLife.tv, TV, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv.
Yeah. Welcome to UrbanLife.tv, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv. We here, man.
Back again.
Another episode, man. Episode 9. What's up, man? I'm Bucky Dollars.
I'm Lil. You already know, man. And
We
it's
just
crazy
was
because,
talking
like,
about
yo,
that.
we just, I'm like, dog, I gotta work on the intro, like, on some real shit. I don't know, bro. It just never work out like that for me, bro. With the introductions, guys.
Oh, it's all good, like, you know what I mean? I guess it goes in the topic for the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, thinking about, I'll let you go into it.
No, go ahead.
You gonna
go
give
ahead.
up the topic for the day?
Oh yeah, well I give them the topic for the day, man. The day topic, well the night topic is, man, is like man versus self conflicts, like those problems and shit that we deal with amongst ourselves. That's against ourselves, and I say against ourselves is because most of the times like we look down at ourselves when we're not doing what we think is where we supposed to be or where we supposed to be at and shit like that in accordance. So it's like I think we need to attack that shit head on, bro, because like we all do it in some form or fashion. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like it's natural that it occurs. It occurs with all of us, but it's like more information, less of the problem. Like bro say, man.
Yeah. That's a good topic though. I guess in a sense you talking in a sense of like getting out your own way.
Exactly.
Getting out your own head.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The personal battle that not only just men face, but like humans face.
Period. Yeah.
So
So
women
when I say
and
man
men.
versus self, yeah, it's just human.
Yeah.
Like human versus self, like human species. Like
So it's like getting out your own way, man, in order for you to be ultimately your greatness. You know what I'm saying? And I know for me, man, a lot of that get out your own way has a lot to do with what you intake. Because if you intake something of outside, meaning like social wise, and then like you confront yourself with that thing, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I give you an example. Like, if they say pretty is light skin with long hair, but you dark skin with short hair. So you combat it with that thought of this is what you might have to, subscribe to be looked at in a certain way.
yeah.
So that's a challenge amongst yourself that if you got that internal battle, it's going to be a struggle for you to do things in life.
And we gotta realize too that it's setups for us to think that way too as well. Like social media, for example. Like me, I'm a real I'm wholehearted. You feel me? I keep it a band. Like if I bang with you, I'ma keep it real with you. You feel me? So like it's kind of hard for me to just tell like anybody my business or like be too around or too emotional around certain people or give them too much because I see how that backfires every day when I get on Facebook or when I get on social media or you feel me, I'm just in a public gathering. It's too much backbiting. So I find myself like getting scared to portray my full self or like I don't want to give them the full me. You feel me? Because I don't trust y'all, but I want to, because we come from amongst each other. So it's like it's a deep struggle, bro. Like,
So then my question becomes, if you don't trust somebody else, is it that you don't trust yourself?
yeah, I don't know. Like on some real shit, certain situations, bro. Like I can personally say, yeah, I have not trusted myself, bro. And then, like, in those situations where I didn't trust myself, I lost out. You feel me? So it's like now that I'm past that, like, through certain situations and getting knocked down and jumping back on, you feel me? Like, on some real shit, I learned the game. So it's like, it's deeper than that. It's not just like, you know, like, whether, like, what somebody says or what it is. It's just like the amount of action that I'm putting in. It's like, damn, am I taking the right moves? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? I might get in my head.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, if you allow that to get in your way, then that will stop you. But like, that's stuff to like keep you sharp, right? Because if you keep that type of stuff in your forefront, you're gonna stay on point. You know what I'm saying? More or less, it's like. But I guess if it is keeping you from moving forward with something and it's keeping you stagnated, you know what I'm saying, then it's something that you definitely need to visit. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? But I asked the question because just like in the judgment conversation we had last week, it's like, damn, are we being judgmental as we talk about being judgmental? You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, when you to me, if you target something specifically like trust, then to me it goes back into self. Mm-hmm. Because you only identify within yourself, mm-hmm. but you project it on other people. So to me, when I hear people constantly talk about something specific, like trust, and that's all you hear out the conversation.
Yeah, you don't
then
trust
I'm
yourself, right?
You got, after a while, you feel me? Like, after a while of like girls going through different guys, you gotta ask yourself, am I attracted to this hood nigga that's keep doing me dirty? What is it about me that's connecting that? You know what I'm saying? So once you change your outlook on how you thinking about things, then I think the results change. You feel me? So if you work on trusting yourself more and more and more, the less it's going to become when it comes outwards towards somebody else. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't going to lie, Josh, I find myself in that same, challenge because Corona hit, I'm automatically thinking something up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I know America's, they great at smoke screens and they want you to look at this while they doing something else on the other end. Like, it's amazing that this come about at the time that, our president has been impeached. Yeah. And, like, he's being challenged to, like, go another term. Now, all this come out. Right. And, and he couldn't have been the creator of it, but they definitely utilize stuff like this when it come about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they strategize around it. You feel what I'm saying? And if they see a way that they can win, they don't give a fuck about who they got crushed, who they got, you know what I'm saying?
Bro. Because they said if they postpone these joints that's coming up, bro, like, he can actually just slide in and just automatically be the...
You see what I'm saying? So it's a little...
term, like, so if you just hit us with the slide in and you did all this, like...
Yeah, then the people be thinking, like, how this happen? And it'd be too late to do anything about it. You know what I mean? That's why I say we got to be proactive, not reactive. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we got to keep this stuff in front of us. You know what I mean? Because just like on the underground level of it, how we going through it, I only imagine, like, they go through the same thing. You feel me? Man versus conflict. Like, you can't tell me that you don't got no type of conflict making these type of heavy decisions. Exactly. You making heavy decisions for the world.
Not even thinking about the welfare of the world. You feel me? Like, not the actual welfare, like the welfare of the people, humanity, you mean, the environment, all of that shit, bro. Like, they don't take none of that in effect. And then it's like we grew to a point in society where we don't give a fuck either. So it's like, it's crazy, bro. Like, we really got to tighten up, man. We really do, bro, cause that's our only option, bro. Like the world just keep giving us clues, like, bro, like, all right, now this fucked up now this extinct, y'all don't got this now, and and bro, like shit don't just go extinct, bro. Like we knocking out whole species, like that's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah. So even on a higher level, like we gotta get out our own way as humans. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
first of all, the conversation around how we got here and what we doing here and what's our purposes, I just think it's too heavy and it's no answer. Cause who gonna tell you the answer?
Like even if this shit just open back up Monday, you feel me? Like no, it's
Nah,
still
I mean,
not gonna
like
be no
the-
explanation.
Yeah,
no
so
answer.
the point of human existence is like we don't know how the fuck we got here. Like if you the first person that got here, like could you even imagine, bro, just
I couldn't.
arriving on a plane that
couldn't,
you
bro.
don't know not like,
Now if it was a skinny, I'd be cool. Like I would
but
feel
you don't
comfortable.
know. You get me? You don't know.
Long as it's something else. Like if it's somebody that I feel as though look like me, or if I look down at my hands, you got
all right, so
hands
now
and
if you
shit.
looking at
Now, if
animals,
it's just me,
if
or
you
just
looking at animals,
oh no,
and then you
bro.
see a human being come through.
Yeah,
But
I'd be
mind you,
proud.
think about this, because it's deep. You can look at the animal and feel like y'all the same.
But you don't got eyes.
You got eyes, but you ain't got no mirror.
But you got eyes, bro.
You got eyes.
You can't see your face, but you can see everything else.
can't- but let me finish going where I was going with it.
Hey, yo, I'm that zebra, man. We is brothers, bro. Like,
But yeah, you gotta
can
think
see
about it though. Like, all right, so you look at your hands and you be like, all right, that lion ain't got the same hands as me. You feel me? But he moving.
The same teeth or nothing.
He moving though. So you looking like,
That's the dangerous. Joint.
All right,
you
that's
just know.
I don't know what it is, but it's something. And then you see another human walk through.
That's why I said that's when it comes.
But imagine though if it's like a different human with a different tone. So black people meeting white people for the first time, like
on some real shit, I
what
wouldn't.
the fuck?
I probably wouldn't feel like dog. Cause I feel like humans is humans, bro. I don't know what it is, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
just-
because we got
yeah.
the picture in our head already. But
Right.
think if that was John was blank. You don't have. That's like, all right, when you move to Wilmot and you don't know nobody.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you go on the porch because you who you are, and you make yourself available to meet people. You feel me? But you don't know what goes on this block. You don't know how they
Right.
operate.
It's a whole new
Just-
environment.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's another conversation too, because I be feeling like when they talk about history, if they talk about the first people, it's always another people that they ran into that they took the land from. I be like, well, how is they first then? But anyway, that's
You
another
can't
conversation.
be first,
like,
bro. Like if it ain't this, it can never be first, bro.
I don't
It's
think we
next.
ever gonna find out. So therefore, it's like the way we get out our own way is to stop having that conversation and just move into like
Yeah,
being
what's
human
next,
and
right?
living.
Like what's next? Well, how the fuck we
Yeah,
gonna
like-
build our environment back? Like, cause
And it's-
that's really number one, bro. Cause if we sustain our environment, bro, and rebuild and you know grow more trees and really be on some non-littering shit and recycling like the proper materials, bro,
Yeah.
we would really be in good shape, bro. And stop making all this aerosol shit and spray cans where you gotta read chemicals on the back and all that shit. Like that's one thing I'm starting to notice, bro. Shit with ingredients and all of that, bro, is not for us. Cause what the fuck, like even especially if it's to consume, why is we even eating or drinking some shit that got all these ingredients in it, bro?
yeah.
Ain't we supposed to be on some natural shit, bro? Like they didn't just pop up and just, oh shit, Coca-Cola machine.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like a port.
That's why I'm.
Ain't nobody like, come on, man. What the fuck?
That's why I'm connecting it. Like That's why when I'm sitting here listening, I'm like, damn, like when we talking about like getting out our own way, think about all of that information. Sometimes that information like put you in a position to keep you like with that internal battle.
Yeah.
Because think about it, right? Because I know, well, I feel as though I know so much, it's hard for me to operate. Because I'll be like, I want to go this way. Nah, they doing that over there. Nah, let me go this way. It's like, nah, they doing that over there. It's like, I'm stuck in a bubble, like, in my own way because of the information that I didn't, accepted and received my whole life. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it come down to trust, I don't trust nobody, bro.
Exactly.
It be like so hard. It be like if you could be the nicest, kindest person. I probably in the back of my head, I'm like, you up to something, nigga, or woman, you up to something, like. And that could be from where we from, our environment. That's how we carry shit, like. Especially like you from New York or like big cities, like, you know what I mean? Like, because people been scheming and trying to get over all their lives. It's like when everything come towards you, you're gonna be hesitant, like, oh, I don't know if this is scheme. So even think about that on a relationship level. If you've been hurt, you've been whatever, anybody that come along, it could be precious, like the shit that you've been asking God for all your life. The simple fact that you got hurt one time interrupts everything else from there on.
Fuck that bag up.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So we might have lost out on relationships we were supposed to have, meaning like the universe set it up for it to be that way, but we were so stuck in our trust or had those type of issues amongst ourselves getting in our own way that we allowed all of that stuff to slip. Yeah, now the man asks God for God, give me the opportunity. God sent you 13 opportunities in a row. You paying attention to something else.
So yeah, let me go grab this dub first. Man, let me go to the Chinese store first. But look, bro, like, all right, I'm gonna give him another example real quick. Like, a man versus self, like, conflict, like after I got booked and shit, you feel me? Now, before I got booked, I always had, like, I had a good record, you feel me? Like, as far as the community, like, volunteering, like, real life, like, doing good shit, you feel me? Going to school, I did all my shit, honor roll ball through the whole run shit, you feel me? But then when I got booked, bro, like, and they made me, like, they really labeled the shit on me. All right, well, take these felonies, boom. So then, like, now, like, moving after that, bro, that shit took me through, like, a phase of, like, a doubt, bro. Because, like, everywhere I was going, that shit was turning me down. It's popping up. It's doing this. It's doing that. So I was like, damn, I was really beating myself up about that shit, bro. And then, like, I really could have beat the case, ultimately. You feel me? But being younger, I had to take the plea. I felt this though, because I wasn't trying to do 3 years up top. You feel me? On the first John. So it was like the
thought of doing 3 years.
3 years straight up top. I'm like, damn.
It was
like,
the thought though.
Real rap. I'm like, man,
because
give me this for the months.
They had to prove it.
Exactly.
To get you there. But to throw that in your mental is the disturbance.
Bro, because then that shit had you moving, like, everything you do. Like, it's not even just about going to get a job. It's just like, even if you just walking down the street, you see some shit going on, you be like, dog, I can't even be around that shit. Like, you feel me? Like, it just, it put a negative joint in there, bro. So it's like, on some real shit, we gotta learn how to, like, really, like, get to the bottom of this shit and really be able to evaluate our shit, like, before we even get that far, bro. Because, like, the shit that they just throwing right on us, bro, and the shit that we just, like, we gotta accept because our peoples don't got lawyer money and all this other shit, bro. Like, we gotta get out our head and we really gotta start using our shit collectively, bro, because this not the move, man. And I know if it's not just me, bro, it's millions of us that's going through this shit. Like, it's females and everybody going through this shit, bro. So it's like, we gotta stop doing that, man. Even though it's hard, like, we can't accept those labels that they give us, bro. Like, on some real shit, before we even walk into them new opportunities, we can't even feel like that shit is really a part of us, bro. Cause that's some fake shit, like, straight up. And I learned that along the way. Because once I told myself, like, that shit ain't gonna affect nothing, bro, that's when I really started the bubble, like. And it was until then, that's when I really started the bubble.
So you feel as though, you know, challenging yourself to go opposite of that type of thinking is what allowed you to get out your own way?
Yeah. Because, like, even though, like, I was labeled as that's really the stone cold truth. Like, I know, like, my fucking spirit, my soul, my shit ain't no felon. Like, you feel me? I'm one of the most righteous motherfuckers there is. You feel me? I punch on you. Yeah, man, I get busy or whatever if I got to. But other than that, bro, I heal a motherfucker. I do whatever. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's not fair. It's not fair for somebody else to be able to label you and then, damn, like, that's just what it is, bro. You feel me? Off accordance to that, because that shit changes your mental. Then you start to evaluate yourself a little different when it goes to moving forward in, like, bigger situations. Like, I used to swear that shit was gonna come up on everything I did, like, real like.
But that just tell you how much control, like, we give up as a people, you know what I mean? Like, you know, for us to go to jail unjustly and then celebrate when we get out.
Right, and still had to carry that shit.
Like, you just happy just to be out. Like, you know what I mean? So I think as long as we got that type of thinking and we in our own way as far as that, because you would think with the they, quote unquote, is thinking and have no clue.
No clue at all.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's all in your own head.
Right.
So you in your own way because of your own thinking.
Exactly.
But your thinking is the way that it is because of what you intake. So if you change what you intake, then you'll change how you think. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you'll begin to slowly get out your own way.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think we as a people, we definitely got to get out our own way. You know what I mean? Because we've been programmed, conditioned to be this way. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you know, when we mention freedom or anything of that nature, it's like we've been conditioned and programmed so much, one of our brothers is going to stop us. They're going to say, oh, no, Master going to get us, sir. Don't go that way. Oh, yous better behave.
All right.
Oh, Master sick. We sick, Master. We've been programmed, conditioned to be these ways. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll put everything in our own way before the man even put it in our way.
Real shit. And sometimes it be like them companies, you be like, damn, I need this job, but they ain't gonna hire me. The whole time they need to hire somebody because they get extra credits on taxes and everything.
They need a demographic, a demographic build up. You talking about they ain't gonna hire you because of X, Y, and Z. It's
equal
totally
opportunity,
different.
like equal opportunity, employers and all of that shit. They can't discriminate against shit like that.
And you know the one thing that go against that is like self-confidence, self-motivation, self-determination, self-awareness. Everything that begin with a self. And self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we doing when we in our own way. We self-destructing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in your own way, then you're not letting the universe like use you as it's designed to do. You know what I mean? The universe is designed to use us. You feel me? So it's not magical that I call you at a time of your need, Josh. That ain't
Right, real shit.
some magical shit.
No, it's connected.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't just randomly call people. It's a coincidence you called. I was just thinking about you.
Wasn't a coincidence. No such
You
thing.
think
as
it was a
that.
coincidence?
No such thing.
And
guys.
the answer that you needed came from the person that called you. So it's like, you really think that was an incident? Like a accident? Like, no, this is the way the universe works. You feel me? Like, so you get what you put into this universe. Like, you get out of what you put in. Like I said, so if you putting in doubt into your mind, trust issues into your mind, that's how I got here. That's how I got all my trust issues, because I put that shit in there. Like, yeah, little things happen, but I was in charge of whether or not I let that stuff go or let it live in my head for free. Let it rent a space in my mind. You feel what I'm saying?
No benefit.
No Benny at all. Like, you can't cash it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the positive thoughts that move forward, that's not in your way, that's the cash money.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't-
And that's what you gotta reach and utilize to get where you need to be, instead of like. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so when women used to hear like the white man, yeah, I can understand why they broke their fucking neck to go backwards like that, cause ain't no physical white man stopping you from doing nothing. That was you being in your own fucking way and making excuses on being a man and handling your responsibilities and accountabilities. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You the only one that got in your way. You can't tell me you went out, look for a job. If you're looking for a job is going to 2 places and then calling it quit, you ain't looking for a job.
Yeah, you're not looking for the job, bro. Like, you got to be
It's a
work
9
day
to
on
5 to get a 9 to 5.
Real shit.
Meaning, when you wake up at 9 o'clock, Walmart, Fortune 500 company about 10, you dotting it all the way until you get the fucking job.
Right.
It's not no, you that privileged.
Yeah, dog.
You can go out and do 1 application a day. You tell him, like, bro, and then you ask why ain't something happening for you? So feedback is usually for the people that's giving it. And as I say this stuff, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Because this is the stuff I need to hear my damn self.
Right,
You
bro.
feel what I'm saying?
We
So
all
I
need
can
to hear this
continue
shit,
in
like,
where I'm at.
Yo, we gotta stop fearing the unknown. They told us to fear the unknown. You feel me? But like, when you swear you know some shit, you don't know the shit. Like, so you
Yeah.
know, that's really the friend. Like,
You know what made Floyd?
what?
Because he was a boxer amongst himself. Meaning, like, he didn't train to fight an opponent. He trained to fight against him. You get me? Meaning that if I lose this, it's because of what I lacked.
Yeah.
It's something I did wrong. Not that my opponent was better than me or out-trained me or did any of that stuff. See, when people start getting into thoughts like that, that's when you lose. You putting too much investment into your opponent.
Right.
You training specifically for him? No. I train for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I take an unwanted hit to the chin that I ain't see, you know my correction? I gotta tighten up. So now I put the hand up. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't say, oh, the bell rung, you snuck me, or like,
Some
no,
mad shit.
the you seen the referees try to get in the mix. How you going through? But the
excuse-
beginning, he said, keep your guard up at all times.
Mhm.
Don't you say that, right?
Yeah.
So like, see the mental, and then what's the guy name? Young boy. He said, I trained for Floyd all my life. When I get in there, I'm gonna kill him. And then I think he tried to headbutt him because it was so frustrating that he couldn't hit him. that he got so frustrated. I think he either headbutted him or he bit him. He did something like, and then remember they was like the ref was like trying to bring them back together, and the guy went to go show some love now, and then Floyd was like, "Wow," you mean? And
Saudi.
he went night. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I mean. Like, he ain't had time to be going back and forth with the ref or the opponent. I know I got to strike now. The time is now. Like,
Oh, shit.
he just let down his guard by being emotional or being guilty of what he know he just did. He know he did something out of pocket. So now he trying to correct himself. But no,
It's too
I'm
late.
going to correct you. Boop! Take that joint to the chin. You feel what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, man, like,
Same thing life gonna do to you.
don't put too much into everything outside of you, but at the same time, like, the stuff inside of you, double check it so that you know, like, that it's of you.
Right.
Because if it's not of you, then you moving off of somebody else.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always good to update your shit. Just
Yeah.
like you do your phone, just like you do every fucking thing else, bro. Update yourself too, like.
So I just, you know it too, because you know the answer is in the question that you ask.
Yeah, bro.
So how do you specifically get out your own way?
Like now, I just like it's acceptance, bro. Cause it's like certain shit I just gotta understand. Like it's not gonna happen when I want it to. But that's all it falls under. It is never a point where I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna get that joint, or damn, I don't know if I can make that, or if I don't know if it's never a lack of if I can do it. It's always one. Like you feel me? Cause that shit getting done, bro. That's just how I operate. Like, you feel me? If I can't do it this way, I'm gonna adjust it or craft it or build it to the way that I need it to work. Like real shit. So it's like that's how I do it, bro. Like, and I'm not saying that works 100% of the time, cause when shit get real, you know you get in them stumps too. You be mad as shit. Like, yeah, I still get mad as shit too, but I don't stop moving.
But that's why I asked, because like you said man versus self-conflict, right?
Yeah, man versus self. Right?
So like obviously it might be some situations that you allow yourself to get in your own way, and other times you able to like get out of it and recognize that you moved out the way for something to move forward. You know what I mean? So like, what are some of those like conflicting moments? I mean, besides the ones that you mentioned earlier, like I know the felony play a heavy part.
Yeah, bro. And yo, you know another weird one, like I always been like scared, like not scared, but like a little shy when it comes to like speaking around, like, and you remember when we used to do reconstruction or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was note taker and all that, but like when it come to introductions and stuff like that, I don't know why. Froze up always, bro. I don't know what it is, bro.
Let me ask you, do you want to like have like a everlasting how you say it? Everlasting like remembrance? Not like I hate to use remembrance,
Yeah,
but like,
I ain't gonna. I don't know. Like I don't be thinking about it like that, yo.
no.
That's
I mean,
why
because I think about it like this. When I speak, I be wanting to like it to be like imprinted as greatness. So I be hesitant on speaking.
Right.
Because I be so nervous on.
So you asking like the reasoning, what do I believe the reasoning is?
Yeah, basically, you know what I mean? Because like, what builds you up to not want to speak in front of people? That's a build up. That's something that you gotta like build in yourself to go against.
I don't know, bro. It's probably because like I don't know.
So
bro.
what is some of these thoughts that's popping up in your head that's like that's stopping you from or having you fumble or hesitate when you speak? Like you normally talk regular, your language is fast, but when you get under the gun, it'd be like, my name Ja Lil.
It don't be like that. My
I
shit,
know, but
yeah.
I'm just giving her a zero. I know your shit don't be like that.
I ain't crunchy with it. But, yeah,
But I'm
bro,
just
I
giving
don't-
an example for the people, you know what I'm saying?
And I honestly don't know, bro. Like, that's... Because I got the confidence, bro. You feel me? You
All
already...
right,
like,
let's back it up.
because that shit...
On the way. On the way. All right, now let me see, because this is a slavery programming conditioning question, right? When we thought that we wasn't smart enough or people in the room could possibly be learned more than us, meaning like they might got the PhDs and the... Now, do that affect you
Yeah.
in your talking?
Yeah, in certain
in your
situations.
speaking?
Not in speaking, but just my overall like comfortability. Cause it's like now I sit in rooms where it's like, dog, I'm half the age. Like they got $1 million companies. They really out here doing this shit like 2,000 employees. You feel me? So it's like, damn, it's a big seat that I'm sitting at. I just came from the young boy table, the Thanksgiving John. You feel me? So now I'm at the big John. I'm at the circle table now. So it was like, damn. So it's like an evaluation thing. It's like, it's not a nervous, because I know what I gotta bring. I gotta bring my power to the meetings.
Right.
But it's just like an eternal thing, like what you said. It's that imprint. It's always that little imprint from back then. That's why we never gonna fucking forget about it. You know, shit like that. We walk in stores and we just automatically feel uncomfortable. You feel me? Like we don't never steal. We not coming to commit no shit. We talk to the people that work there. But why the fuck do I feel nervous? You feel me? Like if I do something, shit just going go left from the rip. That's not just coincidence, bro. Nothing here is coincidence.
But that's what I'm saying on a holistical view of it. I ain't mean to go around in a circle like that, but in the holistical jaw, like we can't just say racism continued because white people projected it and kept it pushing. Like we kept it going. Yeah. We talked about it. We accepted it. Like we embraced it. We called each other niggas and we did all this. Like,
and they take a big part too, because they act like just because it don't affect them personally or they don't witness it, that it's not a major impact on us.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
but that's been the whole.
That's the main thing. That's what racism is. That's why we look at it like we don't trust y'all and shit like that. Cause even if you don't do it, your fucking homies do it.
Right.
You don't say nothing to your homies.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that's some bullshit, bro. We can't trust that. Like,
but see, they looking at it in two different ways. If we was raised this way, and then you going opposite of how we was raised with commuting with black people, when we against that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always like a view of the elephant that we can connect with that'll make it make sense. You feel what I'm saying? And so I get it. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when these people come over here and they utilize us to build this joint up, they didn't know these was filthy people.
Yeah, bro.
And
stinking and all that.
Take a bath.
We had to teach them.
You feel me? So you gotta think about it. Who raised their kids? It was Miss Martha that was slaving in that joint, raising the kids and all that. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that the way that we get out our own way is that we gotta start getting more information and building up on ourselves. You see what I'm saying? So when it come down to like going into those nonprofit reconstruction meetings, what I started doing to get rid of my nervousness when I was going out on the stage and speaking was like, yo, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you are made for this. Like, you got all the information. Like, they come to see you. So, like, it's time to perform. And, like, slowly but surely, bro, I would start not to get nervous. You know what I mean? It used to be a gap. See, if I had a date, it's the 8th. I got the speech on the 20th. I gotta wait 12. How many days? 8th, 20th, 12. All right. So 12 days. You know how much I'm building in myself? Every day I'm adding a layer. So by the time the 20th, I got 12 layers of shit on me. You feel me? Now I get out on stage and I make the wrong speech. Mind you, I didn't practice all week. But the fact that you putting that type of energy in you, it's like you going against yourself.
Damn, dog.
You feel me? So the difference between the thinkings, right? The night before you got an interview, all night you like, man, I hope I get this joint. Man, they ain't gonna like me. Fuck. Versus like, yo, man, let me get a good night's sleep. You know what I mean? I'm going to get the job tomorrow.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get a whole 8.
There's a lot of power in
and
the
don't
tongue.
be late. You feel me? And show up, Chris, knowing at the end of the job interview, they ask you, well, after this interview, how do you think you want to proceed? Like, you know, most jobs might end it. We'll call you. We're going to interview a couple more candidates, and then we'll make our best decision. That's beautiful. Well said. Get me out the office safe. You don't want me to snap the fuck out in this joke. You feel me? So you get me out safe. You feel me? With the little cute Hollywood shit. But like I said, man, like when the attitude and all of that, the confidence is, and you not like you know, like that type of thinking is gonna get in my way.
Exactly.
Alt, select, delete, get it out of here.
Yeah, bro, right? Like,
You feel what I'm saying? And that's how we challenge us. You know, the number one way that you beat the battle between man versus conflict or self-conflict is don't have the battle.
that's some deep shit. But it take a lot of breaking down and reconstructing first though before
You know the
can
way
just
to
get
not
to it.
snitch?
Don't put yourself in that shit.
Don't fucking play the game of where you got to snitch. It's just simple as that. Especially if you know yourself is possibly capable of. I ain't gonna say possibly able of snitching. I'm gonna say
but you know
possibly
if you
able
possibly-
not to do that time, because that's a difference. A lot of people not built to do that time, so telling is the number
And
one.
I ain't gonna hold you. Nobody fucking built for that time, bro. You just gotta do it. Like on some shit.
That's why I say you program like a motherfucker. You think anybody is made to go up in that joint, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
I'm so fucked up with trust, bro. I just trust. Listen, this has always been my language. Like, I only trust people to be people. I don't give a fuck if you my mom, my dad, my sister, my aunt. I only trust people to be people. And people
Not
can do
superheroes.
anything.
Yeah, real shit.
You feel me? Because that's where your hurt come from. You gotta think about it, right? You put that astronaut on your motherfucking mom because she birthed you that she won't do you dirty.
Right.
Then
Animals
she's
don't
selling
do
your
nothing
PlayStation to
nothing.
get some work. You feel me? So like, I don't trust people. I only trust people to be people at the end of the day because it's for my heart and for my protection, so that I won't be like stuck, damaged, and then you on to the next person. You feel what I'm saying? Cause no, I'm
Ain't
cool.
gonna
Like,
work like that.
and that's why I'm saying, like, I done learned so much of like how to get out my own way to recognize like these are my feelings. I don't care if you look at it as gay. I don't care if you look at it like he emotional. Man, at the end of the day, nobody cared. So I gotta care enough
Real rap. You gotta care
for my
about your
own
shit, dog.
shit. See, that's the problem with getting out your own way, because you care too much about what everybody
somebody else
else
gonna say,
is
like-
thinking or feeling or believe that you going. You feel me? So your
fucking
assumptions is
matter.
like, you assume people gonna look down at you. You assume the worst, and that's what got us fucked up and at a standstill, because we assume the worst gonna happen because of all the slavery stuff. I could dig it. So when we see shit, we like, nigga, we been knew. You tripping like,
Real rap.
but even that keep us at a standstill. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know the full. We don't know the full plan. We don't know how this shit being executed. We don't know like the
Yeah.
consistency of it. Like who invented
And
it.
if we stuck in those thinking, then we not thinking about how to get out of it.
Exactly, bro.
Like
Real shit.
really get out of it, like, and never turn back. It's been several attempts, but really get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's because we so stuck on still talking.
God damn.
That one came out, right? Excuse me, I got the Clorox. This joint. You gotta spray that joint. You know what I mean? And that's why we at a standstill as a people. It's like we still stuck in on all that other stuff, and it's the stuff that get in our way. You know what I'm saying? You got all different leaders in the black community. They all going for 5 different things. This person fighting for injustice. This person fighting for Plan B and abortions and our women rights and our gay rights and our men rights and all this. Like, ain't none of that stuff getting done. I mean, slowly but surely, but think about it. If you target, like, that's the point of small goals to get to your big goals, right? Let's get some small victories.
In the short terms.
And then they turn into, long-term Jones, you know what I'm saying? And then it turned into a space where we ain't even got to deal with none of that. Because we don't even got those issues no more. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, man. I'm just still cracking up about that shit in my head, bro. Like, how
Right.
did you bring it back, though, bro? Like, with the speech, man, when you told the wrong speech, bro. How did you bring it back? Like, when you said, yeah, you did the wrong speech at the joint. How did you bring it back, yo?
What speech?
No, remember when we was talking about, like, I guess it was just like a general joint. You say, yeah, I was thinking about it so much, I said the wrong speech. That shit was funny to me because I just had to see, like, dog, like, how do you bounce back from something like that? Motherfucker that's, like, a little shy with this shit, like, you feel me? I'll be like, damn, bro.
But that's
like,
what comedians do. They utilize themselves to become the joke to
Yeah,
get
you
out of
got
that
to.
nervousness.
You got to. You got to throw a
But I
joke in
remember
there.
Brother Will used to always say, like, don't be like belittling yourself to like joke yourself out of being nervous. Like be transparent and show your nervousness. You get me?
Yeah.
So like instead of like telling jokes at that point, like I would like, cause I would tell a lot of jokes, bro. Real rap. And they used to be like, all right, cause you know, that's something that you can see. You can see that somebody nervous, so they try and joke it out, so they can get out of it.
Sweating.
Yeah, you like start talking about some wild shit, like fuck yourself all up. So before you like bang out, crash the car all up, like just sit still.
Yeah, real shit.
That's the thing though. People think like when you in silence that all this noise and commotion supposed to happen. Like I said, when you in the middle of that ocean, bro, and you panic,
Yeah, you're done.
you see what I'm saying? So when you on that stage and you give out the wrong speech, for real, you just got like, first of all,
You gotta
embrace
carry it like damn. Well,
it. First, embrace it. Let everybody know that you fucked up.
right. Say, I'm sorry, I do 10 of these every day.
Because you got to think about it. At the end of the day, you deleting the reasons why people would even say anything additional. You see what I'm saying? So if you in charge of your story, nobody else could tell it.
Real shit.
So when you on that stage and you might have fucked up on the speech, like, yo, I've been thinking about this joint all week. I done got myself so nervous up this joint. I done gave y'all the wrong speech. So let me step back and give y'all the right.
Right. Eliminate everything.
So guess what? Starting to generate though. The transparency is starting to fill the room. So now everybody looking like, damn, he was G enough to like fuck up and correct himself all in one sentence. Mm-hmm. That's another respect level. Cause see, the one thing about people is they gonna respect people that do something that they can't do of themselves. You see me? So if you find it hard for yourself to get out there and perform on the stage, you probably love a person that got that confidence that's able to get out there on that stage. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it's a part of you that
bro,
that
right.
ain't
that
there.
You ain't unlocked yet.
Yeah,
because it's there. If you interested, it's there, bro. You just probably ain't unlocked it yet.
Or you in your own way.
Yeah, bro.
Or
shit.
you might just look at it like, that's for them. And that's good. Because if that's your, contribution to the world, that's cool. We don't need 1,000 of the same ones. We could just, you know what I'm saying? Let me go over here and do something else. Mm-hmm. And then maybe we can collab.
Yeah, right. Put some shit together.
You feel what I'm saying? And these are just simple ways of like how we can get out our own way and be successful and be amongst each other. You feel me? And live life correct, man. Accordingly. You feel me? Like, think about it, bro. A lot of that stuff we got in our head don't really exist.
It don't even need to be there, bro, on some real shit. A lot of the shit, I don't even know how it got, like, how it even seeped through. Like, that shit just was there.
Well, we operate on a frequency, 40 below. Everything come in. You feel me? Reason why you hear enough, like, corny songs on the radio, you'll repeat them. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, whether, we intentionally cross people and, like, so we could be walking down the street and a crowd of people talking about something, like, total opposite. Later down the line, we get home, we start, where the fuck that thought come from? You feel me? You done picked it up from the crowd of people didn't even know it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I say evaluate yourself daily, because you never know. And you, like, pray in the morning, pray at night. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, like, you never know who you cross or whatever. Like, you think you being safe with the coronavirus? You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Shit.
You gotta be that same way with your mental, like, you know what I'm saying? After having a conversation with people, sometimes you gotta evaluate, like, damn, did I just pick that disease up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did I just pick that person's thoughts up? Real rap. Think about it. We ain't always 6 feet apart outside of this coronavirus.
Real shit.
So our mental is just like floating amongst each other. Pinging.
I don't know. My shit not like that. I just been
shit,
fine, bro. I ain't even been like, bro, on some real shit, bro. Like, I feel like it's important, bro, but I feel like living my life is way more important than hiding, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And I ain't saying hiding like the stay awake thing and all that is bad. No, that's great to isolate the shit. But where I don't be around a ton of people. You feel me? Like, where I go, that's good for your health. Like, I'm not chilling where it's fucked up bad. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I did that already. That's like inconclusive now. Like, there's no point to do that shit. Like, man, I might chill at the beach. We got like a little beach where we can pull up, right? It's a parking lot, but then right after the parking lot is sand. Then it's the beach. You could just chill right there. And that's my shit, bro. I sit right there, smoke weed, look at
Yeah,
it.
that's the old
I'm not
Aces.
worried about that shit right there. Like, dog, ain't nobody worried about that shit. But at the same time, like when we all in restrooms and shit like that, or we at Walmart and we
Yeah.
bumping and I gotta reach by you to get this out the aisle and all that. Now that's when it's more severe, where it's like, damn, now I gotta wash my hands. I gotta make sure.
Yeah.
But my main thing is, bro, the main reason I'm not scared is because, like, I'm making my point to keep my immune system strong. You feel me? Like with vitamin C, vitamin B6 and shit like that. Shit that you get from the sun. Shit that you get from supplements and all of that. Like, I got my mixtures right, bro. I don't play no games with that shit. So I'm not really just out here getting sick to the point where I would need a hospital. You feel me? No. So if you keep your shit strong, you keep that bullshit out your body, you be alright. You gonna win the fight way easier.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy. Like that's the most viable thing, bro. Cause like that's the only way you could beat everything.
Yeah.
It's just by making sure like you the individual is taking care of yourself. Like, and I thought about that too, man. Like, cause we take a lot of things lightly, do we? Cause I ain't in everybody's showers, I ain't in everybody's bathroom and nothing like that. But like, do niggas wash their feet properly?
I don't know, man.
You feel me? Like, do we get
They don't
into
wash
our
their hands,
what do you
though,
call it,
under the nails
cuticles and all that? Like, do we get into shit, man? I get tired of like women. Stop telling me like my fingers is dirty. I'm a nigga. Fuck. And that used to be my thing. Like, I'm a nigga.
But no.
Bitch, my fingernails get dirty. I work in construction, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like,
That shit ain't supposed to travel
we
home
supposed to
with
take
us. Like,
heed to
fuck
that.
is
You
we
feel me?
doing?
Like,
Yeah.
you know, women, they told us it was cool. We was construction. We was looking rugged, so we looked like we had some money. We was doing something with ourselves. But no.
Yeah, man.
We gotta cleanse ourselves, man.
Exactly, dog.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I like I said, feedback is for the person giving it, man. I'm starting to take longer showers, man. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't feeling emotional about it. Like, I ain't feeling like, damn, dog. You know how the conversations be. You taking 45 minutes, like, what, you a girl? No, nigga, I'm just realizing now I want to be clean. Like, and it's hard, though. I ain't going to lie to y'all because, like, standing in the shower and washing the same thing over and over and over, like, that's a little... No, y'all don't go through that. I'm the only dirty nigga in this joint.
No, like, I don't.
Oh, all right.
I'm just like,
Let
my
me
shit
know.
45 from the rip. I don't give a fuck
Damn.
where I'm at,
You
dog.
45, boy?
Yeah, bro, I gotta make sure my
I'm
beard,
not even.
my ears, like,
Take
motherfuckers
30
don't
off of
wash
that.
behind their ears. They don't.
No,
get the
no,
bag.
Ja, come on,
You
Ja.
feel
Ja,
me?
Ja.
Like,
Ja.
real rap.
45?
45 on it. 45, bro. No, not
Is
every
it like,
joint, not
all right,
every
now,
single joint.
you
I
know,
ain't saying
when we having
45
sex,
minutes, an
bro,
hour joint,
when
but-
we having sex with the skinnies, we think that it's 45 an hour, but we just been in the Yussie for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Is that the same thing?
yeah, it's probably
You
like,
saying
yeah,
45 minutes in the shower?
It's probably like a
That's a
quarter.
long
It's
ass
probably like
time.
a quarter.
All right,
at the
25
most.
minutes I can
But it
dig
feel like 45 though when you a nigga.
Yeah,
You feel me on some real
yeah.
shit? Like, I ain't going. You gonna be wrinkled as shit like that. Shit.
Yeah, 45.
You start feeling
You
ashy
wrinkled.
in the shower. Like, no, that's
45
yeah,
literally
man.
you wrinkle.
Bro.
45 in age, 45 minutes in the shower, you wrinkle.
Yeah, ain't
And that's another thing too though. Utilize the tub. I gotta start taking baths, bro. Like soaking in that water different than like just rinsing.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I mean?
But
If you could put
gotta
some
do
Epsom
both.
salt.
Yeah, but you gotta do both though. on some real shit. If
I
you
don't
gonna
like
sit in
the
the tub,
I don't like the tub and then not
like-
shower because it
yeah,
feels
like you just gonna stand up. You know how I got the little skin particles and
yeah,
shit on the side.
like you
just
don't want
stand up.
BG and say it, nigga. Dirty,
shit don't all go down
the
the
dirty
drain, bro.
ring around the fucking tub,
And that was
nigga.
right on your towel. You feel me?
Yeah,
Boom.
like,
Like,
yeah.
I'm vicious. I don't even step out the motherfucking shower with my foot wet enough. Like
I never
don't play
thought,
none of
I
that
never
shit.
understood the bath because like you sitting in
Yeah,
dirt.
dog, that's not my style, bro.
So like properly taking a
Plus, that's
bath.
just too relaxing, bro. Fuck
So
out of here.
properly
It's like,
taking a
take
bath,
the
do you
time,
supposed
like-
to shower like? You know how like you go on the beach and you gotta go in the shower before you go into the water? Or like when you go, remember we used to go to the swimming pool?
Shit, bro. It
Remember we
probably
used to
is
wash
like
ourselves
that.
before we got in the chlorine and then washed ourselves when we got out the chlorine? I think that's how you supposed to properly take a bath, bro. You gotta like
Wash
take a
that-
shower first,
the
get the dirt
external
off
shit
of you,
off, right?
clean the tub after that, and then run the water to like sit in that joint.
See, that's too much. That's some lady shit, bro. Ain't
Hey,
doing all that.
that's the difference. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
That's why they
that's
skin
my
be all
getting out-
soft and buttery and shit.
But that's
It's
my
cool.
get out my own way because I can't think like that. Because like my hygienes, bro, I gotta get tight with them Jones. You feel me? Like for real.
I
And
ain't
then
never calling this
I ain't
nigga for
gonna
the go
lie.
out. He said, "Man, I gotta get in the shower. Then I gotta get in the
No,
tub,
but you
then
know
I
what?
gotta clean up."
when
said,
when
"Man, listen."
when I start, you know what it is? When we recognize that what we eat come out our pores.
Oh yeah, for sure.
See, that's attached to our hygienes.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? But we don't recognize it. We don't know eating them burgers got us smelling like
yeah, bro.
old
right.
turkey meat. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't know by drinking all these sodas, you trying, hey man, suck this dick real. This
Yeah.
shit's salty.
Real rap. And
This
your
shit's
sperm
salty
is, they say
because
your sperm tastes salty too if you fucking
Your
with the
whole
wrong shit.
sperm, salt, everything,
Yeah,
you
bro,
projecting all this sugar in you. Everything that come out your pores gonna be toxic, like toxic. You feel me? And then on top of that, we pushing that into the women with the sperm when we yoke.
in it, bro. Cause if you like me, I see you right in. You heard me?
Freaky.
I said, Jimmy what? Jimmy who? I'm like 1,001.
Yeah.
What you talking about? It's like no.
He said he give it a joint, shoot the club up with the
Shoot the club. They
Uzi.
don't know us. Fuck they talking about.
Little
Shoot the
Uzi
club
Vert.
up. Yeah, man.
Lil Uzi Vert,
This
shoot the
machine
club
gun
up.
ball, like
Machine Gun Kelly out this joint.
so, yeah, man. So it's
Listen,
like,
man, we gonna keep going if I don't do a time check. So it's been an hour and 3 of the minutes.
This nigga sent me the whole script for the time check. We ain't look at that shit one time, bro. Like, we gonna get it together, though. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Real work.
I guess it's more free flowing when we just go, like, you know what I mean? Like, and since we bros, we don't need no script.
Yeah, real shit.
I just
bro.
try to be professional, put some things on document. You know what I mean?
Cause
Just-
you know when it's time for us to do that shit, we will. You know we is on that shit though. At
No,
all
no, we
times.
gonna
Don't get it
follow this.
fucked
We
up,
gonna
y'all.
follow
You
it.
Feel me? But yeah,
we gonna follow it, but it's just gonna be a little loose.
yeah, we on black people time.
Yeah. But all right, man, you know, we had a good conversation with y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? Until next time.
For sure, for sure.
Well, until next Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay Rona free, man. And if they say stay home,
Stay your dumb ass home, man.
go to the fucking mall and ball out. Like, say, no, the mall closed.
Mall
Cut it the fuck
closed
out. You
like
be
a
the only
motherfucker.
one. That's another thing, too, before we go, man. After this Rona thing goes away, like, I need y'all to still stay home. Like, the traffic been beautiful, bro. Like, I be on the motherfucking boulevard, like, switching lanes, bro. Like, having it my way. That shit be funny shit. Y'all
Dog,
enjoy it?
When I say my shit
Nah.
like that every day. Bro.
Every
Like,
day, bro.
I look at the joint, I look at the speed limit, that shit say 45. I'm saying, man, just cruising it out. You feel cops ride by, they doing 70. I'm doing 65. Like, they do they thing. That shit like that every day. It's always sunny at
Right.
that motherfucker. Like,
And that's the end of the getting out my own way, Joe. Cause the end of it is, bro. At the end of the day, I just want to do the right thing the first time.
yeah.
And to me, man, I'ma leave y'all with this. You'll recognize that you an adult when you start doing things when nobody, like, when you gotta make decisions when nobody around. That's when you know what I mean? You recognize that you're a real adult. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, right.
Like, no cops on the street, bro. Nobody behind me. I'm using my turn signals. That's the way it's proper to do. You know what I mean? So I don't need a cop behind me to put on my joints. I don't need another car behind me. It's just how it's supposed to be. So I'm operating like that. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm seeing how it's a new win. And like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing in the world affects me, bro.
Yeah, bro. Can't let it.
You know what I'm saying? If anything affect me, I just correct it and see how or why. That's the number one thing about getting out your way, too. Recognize why in you that you feel this way. Or when you project things outside of you and point it at somebody else, think really about why that is really affecting you. What is it
from.
that's making that happen? Because 9 out of 10, when you answer the question, you're going to realize it's something that you can change. And that's all we can do, y'all. All we can do is work on us and change us. So change yourself to change the world.
Real rap, dog. This ain't about no race. This ain't about no speed. Like this everybody.
Everybody
bro.
gotta do it.
It's
Everybody gotta dig in themselves and change themselves to change the world.
Exactly. This shit ain't gonna work with just a couple of us doing this shit. You
No.
feel me? Like, get up out of here.
Because we
Like,
feel like we fighting a non-winning battle.
yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, UrbanLife.tv, man, we signing up. UrbanLife.tv, Urban Life. Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv.
Real rap, follow, like, and share this shit.
You
You
know?
know? Catch y'all.
UrbanLife.tv, 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 TV. Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv.